Confession time.
A lot of the guys act like they're single even though they have girlfriends back home. Double eye emoji.
I mean, personally, I have a girlfriend at home, so speaking from experience, I don't.
I have a girlfriend at home. She goes to McAllister. Like, we're in a long distance relationship. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, what about people you know though? Have you heard of this app?
No, I haven't, because all my roommates broke up with their girlfriends the second they got here.
No, I think there's like two different ways to interpret it. Like the first one is kind of like, oh, maybe they just want to fool around at college, especially taking advantage of like long distance. But then I think the other interpretation is that a lot of people are also really private about this stuff.
I find that all guys just do not make moves on girls at all. I feel like I put in so much effort to look good, and to have someone notice me at parties, but these guys simply do not make moves. Kind of over it.
I can't speak for most guys, but I know I almost never make a move.
Same.
So,
And a lot of the people who like want something like serious are like the people who are focused. They got their shit in order. That's why they're trying to look for something serious. Or on the vice versa, they already have something serious.
I just get nervous. I don't want to burn any bridges, you know? Rejection sucks. So.
Yeah, and I think it's more the rejection.
Not necessarily destroy the relationship, but I think it makes it harder to like sort of be friends or get to know the person moving forward in the future.
A lot of the guys are really awkward and don't know how to talk to girls because all they do is hang out with their team and don't really venture outside of that to form strong relationships with members of the opposite sex.
Interesting. I think there are a lot of people that are very awkward here because in high school they kind of just grinded the shit out and like they didn't really develop as many social skills as maybe a norm. What's normal, right? But as someone might.
Like, I wouldn't really say that's true to an extent. Like, I didn't have a lot of guy friends in high school, and I was I was the weird one interacting with guys, and I feel like they've been very easy to talk to. Like, I wouldn't say they're awkward. They're very outgoing.
People are awkward here. Princeton's a really weird place.
Coming here as a PWI, as a black woman, I knew that relationships and / dating were not going to be a large part of my college experience. But I didn't realize the romantic projection would be so transparent. Stepping back and seeing all my straight male friends consistently chase after the unmelanated short girls, it's never been so obvious that I don't belong to a scene. And what hurts the most is that there's nothing I can do about it. I've heard some of my friends say this, that sometimes when something doesn't work out or they get into a fight with their partner, they wonder if race has something to do with it, and I'm like, it probably does, babe.
White guys never see us in a relationship, but they want to see me naked in the room at midnight. I'm fucking tired of it.
I'm sure a lot of guys think that way. I don't really know. And it happens, specifically white guys, maybe. I don't know.
I bet it could be generalized to all
Maybe white guys are just douchier on average.
It's valid.
Okay, why are girls given shit or looked down upon for wanting friends with benefits or for hooking up with multiple people when guys do it all the time? Such double standards. Just let me live my whole life.
I do acknowledge that some people have that mentality, but me and them.
You and your circle.
Yeah, I have a good circle. I
feel like girls and guys both participate in hookup culture. Everyone who's hooking up is hooking up with someone else, you know?
It's really sad that girls are looked at worse for doing the same things that guys do all the time. It's ridiculous. It actually is insane.
Not necessarily on this campus, but I do think it's a societal thing. But I feel like it's also, I don't know, it might be a little outdated at this point too.
It's they're shamed for not being experienced or not being great and bad or whatever, but then they're also shamed for not we're sleeping with a bunch of people too. So what can we do?
The laundry room. It was dark, stormy, and horny second night of school. I was desperate because I had just been on a terrible 10-hour drive from my hometown to school. I was invited to a friend's dorm party, and there I met with some people in the same situation. The issue, however, my roommate was asleep. I had her waiting outside for a few minutes, but it was no use. I had to use the laundry room. Thankfully, there was a nice countertop which adds for a lot of nuance. A sink to clean up afterwards, and some towels to send her off with a little souvenir.
I think the laundry rooms are gross, and that is really gross.
You said the laundry room. What do you mean in the moment? This ain't the moment. This is a place. This is a sanctuary.
I guess as long as you clean up after.
I don't think I would love it if I walked into the laundry room.
I've heard worse.
worse. Like,
Wait, what's worse?
Forbes library is like.
I feel like there were so many other options before you had to go to laundry room.
Rain check. We'll postpone this to next weekend.
I've heard a decent chunk of my well-off friends talk about financial status and whether someone is on financial aid as a reason not to date them. Disappointing, but that's the classical Princeton elitism. I think that's very true. Like, I don't know, I feel like you like feel it in relationships regardless of like if someone says this, like wealth is, even in friendships, I feel like wealth is like always like this like, it's always like, I don't know, it's always like a divide that's there. I think just like feeling uncomfy around them sometimes where I'm like, I don't really want to hang out with you right now because like I don't think you like understand like my perspective on this, or like why I don't want to go to like a concert or some shit like that because I'm broke. I cannot imagine dating someone who's like wealthy. Like, get that away from me.
My girlfriend is so hot. Literally the hottest on campus, and it's not even close. Like, when girls wear something sexy, they're supposed to be sexy, but they always end up looking so repulsive. Why are Princeton women so damn ugly? Thank God I'm with my girlfriend.
A little bit seems like he's writing this to protect his girlfriend's emotions and feelings, to be honest.
Why does he care if he already has a girlfriend? They can't compliment you without putting other women down. Like, they say like, oh, like there's like the trope like you're not like other girls, and I'm like, no, I'm like so many other girls. Like, we share so many traits in common.
Yo, this is fire. This is a public space. You tripping. And they had the audacity to repeat this and share it. They gotta tell me what dorm, what room, and I'm gonna send everybody. I'm gonna send P-Safe. I clean it for you, bro. Again.